Welcome to this channel. In this video I'm going to talk about Tombolos. I suggest from before to see the video dedicated to the sand spit in order to improve understanding. The Tombolos are sandy coastal formations that create a connection between the mainland and what was once an island. Surely an example clarifies what it is. I take the Argentine Tombolo in Italy, in my country. So this is the mainland, and this is an ancient island that now is connected to the mainland thanks to this formation essentially made up of sand. The maximum age of the whole island is over 500 meters, while that of the Tombolo is about that of the sea level. Let me draw a section. Okay, here we have the sea level, that is 0 of course, and then we start with the island, and we reach almost the top of the island, that is more than 500 meters. Then the altitude drop to the level of the Tombolo, that is the same of the sea level. And then we reach the mainland, and the age so increase. It can be said that this one is a sand spit. This one is a sand spit which, after thousands of years, starting from the mainland, was able to reach the island, thus becoming a so-called tombolo. This other formation is not really a sand spit because, in agreement with local geologists, it is made up of sand dunes formed thanks to the wind, while the sand spit was formed thanks to the longshore drift of debris supplied mainly by the river Albania. In the middle of the lagoon it's possible to see another formation that was not able to reach the island. I do not know if this last one is a sand spit or a sandbar, as this one in the lower part. Here we have a 3D view of the whole area. Here there is the island, here there is the mainland, and we have the two sand formation that link the mainland to the former island. And here we have the lagoon. But now let me go very far from here. Let me go to Russia, in the Far East, in the Lake Baikal, that is the largest freshwater reservoir in the world. Here it is possible to find a situation that closely resembled that of the Argentine Tombolo. In fact, it is possible to observe that former island which is now connected to the mainland by two tombolos. This is the former island. These are the two tombolos, and this is the mainland. The lower part, the lower tombolo, shows many lines. Here we have many lines, starting from here. And these lines represent the ancient coast of the tombolo, and that give a vision on how the evolution of the tombolo occurred over thousands and thousands of years. At the beginning of the tombolo, there is the estuary of a river which, with its debris, fed and fed the longshore drift which led to the formation of the tombolo. From here, it spread like a fan toward the former island. In the upper tombolo, it's possible to observe the line that represents here. It's possible to observe the line that represents its evolution in the side close to the X-island. But it's not possible to see this line in the side close to the mainland. So I think it is possible that the formation is a mix between that for a classic tombolo and one due to the action of the wind or the emergence of a sandbar, or because of the sedimentation in the lagoon and marshy area that was created thanks to the lower tombolo. Let me draw a section now. We start in the lake, then we reach the former island. We arrive nearly the top, then we reach the marshy area and the lagoon between the two tombolos, and then we join the mainland. Okay, as it's possible to see, we start from the lake level, that is 448 meters. Then we reach the island and we go up until more than 1833 meters. Then we drop to the area between the two tombolos, to the lagoon and the marshy area. We cross the whole tombolo that has almost the same age quotas of the lake, of course, and then we reach the coast of the mainland. The two tombolos have considerable dimensions. For instance, the lower one is more than 20 kilometers long. And the whole island is more than 52 kilometers long. Here we have a 3D view. We have the former island, the two tombolos, the lagoon and the marsh area between the two tombolos. Here there is the river with its estuary at the beginning of the lower tombol. Here, of course, there is the mainland. Now we move not so far, going in Mongolia to visit the Solnur Lake that lies in the beautiful national park who bears the same name. Probably here there is another case of an ancient island that joined the mainland, but in this case, and in my opinion, the connection has been possible thanks to lateral streams that with their debris flow have formed some dejection farms that have filled the channel that separate the former island from the mainland. Even here I drove a cross-section to have a better idea on what happened. Okay, it's possible to see that the age of the mainland decrease until it starts to to rise in the former, or I suppose it's a former island, and then the age drop in the lake. As it's possible to see, there is not here a flat land like those we have in the previous example. Now we can begin a little tour around the world to find some other tombolos. First we reach the coast of Pakistan in the Indian Ocean, where it's possible to observe two tombolos. For instance, this one, here we got the former island, and here there is the tombolo that connects the ancient island to the mainland. It is also possible to see the ancient coastline here and here. On the left we have another tombolo that is more or less similar to the previous. Here there is the former island, and here there is the tombolo that connect now the island to the mainland. Another tombolo is present, for instance, here in Somalia. Okay. Here we have a tombolo in the lower part of the area. In the upper part is possible to find the formation of another tombolo that from the island is direct to the main coast. Probably this tombolo does not come from a sand spit, but it has been built by the action of the wind against a sandbar, as these lines could indicate. Let me draw a cross section. From here we cross the lagoon with the island and then the sea. Okay, here is possible to see the mainland. Then we have the lagoon that is at the sea level. And then we join the former island that is tall more than 170 meters, and then we drop with a steep fall cliff in the sea level. As it's possible to see, probably the wind also carried and deposited a lot of sand again to this rocky formation on the north of the area. Let me draw another section. Here we have the sea. Then here we reach the Tombolo. We have the lagoon. And then the island. And here we have the sand deposit that come from the window. And here there is the rocky formation. And then we drop to the sea level. For the last example, we go south to the Madagascar, on the east coast of the Madagascar, to see the birth of a future tombolo that now can be considered a sandspit. Here we have the Sainte Marie Island, and here there is the Madagascar Island. And here we have the Tombolos that is formed by the merging of two long shore drifts, this one and this one. The sandspit is growing toward the Sainte Marie Island, and maybe one day it will join the island. It is possible to notice some ancient coastline that represent the evolution of the sandspit. Here there is the ancient line coast. Okay, I let you to discover other tombolos around the world, and thanks for watching.